Hey guys, I'm the Kalinator, and today we're going to talk about the opening moves in backgammon. You have 15 possible rows, and I have split them into 3 categories, which you can see in this table right over here. The first ones are clear. This means that nevertheless the score, whatever score it is, whatever the situation is, you always play the same move. In the second category you have the semi-clear, which you have a main move, which is correct most of the time. However, in certain scores you have to play another move. And in the third category we have another 3 rows, which have pretty comparable moves as an option, and very often it is the score that depends what the best move is. Let's start with the clear moves. Those I'm pretty sure none of you will get wrong. So if you have an opening 3-1, you will make your 5 point. This is clear enough, I think. Then if you have an opening 4-2, you will make your 4 point. So this is clear again. If you have an opening 5-3, you will make your 3 point. This is also clear. Until here, everything's easy. If you have an opening 6-1, you will make your bar point, which is also clear enough. If you have an opening 6-5, you are very happy to run a back checker to safety. So these you will never get wrong, I'm sure about that, if you know a bit of backgammon. If you have an opening 6-2, it is also clear. However, some of you might have played a different move sometimes. However, the opening 6-2, it doesn't matter what the score is, it doesn't matter on anything. You will always play 6 from the back checkers, and 2 you will bring a builder down. This is the correct move at any score, at any standing. It does not matter. When you have a 6-2, always play this move, you will get it right. If you have a 6-3, it's a very comparable situation. Always the best move is the 6 from the back checkers and the 3 bring builder down. So these are the clear moves. Let's take a short break though, because your support is really important to me, so please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already done so. And of course there is many backgammon content coming up. After this video I will be posting an instructional video on any topic. Every Wednesday, just like this one is being released on Wednesday. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you have a specific topic you would like to see a video about, just write down a comment. I will be very happy to make a video about it. Now, back to the opening moves. Next up, we have the semi-clear moves, which, as we said, they have a move that is best most of the time. However, at certain scores you have to play a different move. So let's start with the 2-1. Your main move with the 2-1 is to play the 2 down and slot the 5 point with the 1. This is the move that is best in unlimited games, and this is the move that is best in most scores. However, let's go back for a second. If you are up in the match by a significant margin, okay, so first of all, a 2 away, 4 away is significant enough, but a 2 away, 5 away I think is not significant enough. But anything higher than that, if you're up by 4 points or more in a short match, so like 4-0 to 7, which is 3 away, 7 away, or something like that, or if you are up 6-1 to 9, for example, which is 3 away, 8 away. So basically, if you are leading in the match with the 2-1, you like to play the 2 here, and with the 1 split the back checkers. This is the safer move, it is the less volatile move, which, as we know, is what we aim for when we are leading in the match. We aim to decrease volatility and aim for rather losing 1 point than winning a gammon. Yeah, like you're clearly not happy to lose a point, but you're much more happier to guarantee your single win over risking losing a gammon and things like that. Yeah, so this is the 2-1. Next up, we have a 4-1. In a 4-1 opening move, the unlimited game's best move and the correct move at most scores is playing the 4 down and splitting with back checkers. Now you may wonder, if I slot with a 2-1, then why do I not slot with a 4-1? And the answer is that if you slot with a 4-1, first of all, your opponent will hit you more often than they will with a 2-1 slot, because here they hit with every 4, plus the 2-6 and 3-5. And second of all, if they were to miss you, you actually cover that blot less often than if it was this. So that's why with the 4-1, your main move is splitting the back checkers. This is the move that's correct in most scores as well as unlimited games. Of course, if you play against a weaker player, you might consider slotting in unlimited games. That's what I do when I play Chouette or whatever. Because people might not be so familiar with the opening replies to a 4-1 slot, especially if they don't roll a 4. Now, let's think about it for a second. We said this is not clear though, and this is because if you are down in the score, if you are at an aggressive score being the trailer in the match, like 4 away, 2 away, and any bigger deficit, then you are very happy to slot with a 4-1, and this is the best move when you are down in the match score. So with a 4-1 you have to remember it, your main move is splitting, but if I'm down in the match, I want to increase volatility, increase my gammon wins, and yeah, basically slot. Now let's go back to the opening position and turn over to a 5-1. Considering what we talked about 2-1 and 4-1, a 5-1 should be seemingly easy now. With the 5 I'll play down, and with the 1 I'll split the back checkers. This is the main move. And of course, we said it's not clear. So again, if you are down in the score, you have to slot it. This is the best move when you are down by a lot. However, you need to be down by more than with 4-1. And this is because here you have even less covers if you are missed, because you only cover with a 1, 3, and 8, not a 4 here to cover, not a 6. So with a 5-1 to slot, you need to be down by a lot, and I cannot actually tell you exactly, but 4 away, 2 away, you won't do it wrong. It won't be wrong to slot, that's for sure. And if you are down by, let's me think about it, maybe, okay, like 0, 6 to 9, which is 9 away, 3 away, this is certainly enough to slot. Yeah, so basically you look for a very large deficit in the score to slot with a 5-1. And when I talk about slotting, I will do a short turn around back to the 6-2, which is said is always correct to play this. However, speaking very technically, this is not true, because at Gammon Go, which is 2 away, 1 away Crawford, for example, this is the best move. However, I'm not gonna play it. I know, maybe I'm gonna play that at a score where I'm completely sure, like 2 away, 1 away Crawford. But if I'm not sure, I'm not gonna play this move. Yeah, that's why I didn't mention it in the first place. Next up, we have the 5-2. So with the 5-2, it is very comparable to the slotting moves. With a 5, you play down, and with the 2, you split the back checkers. This is your unlimited games move. This is your normal score move. However, when you are down in the score, let's say you are, I think you need comparable to 4-1 deficit. Yeah, I think that's a good comparison. That you play 5-2 down. So this will be your best move when you're down by 3 points in a short match, like 4-1 to 7, which is 6 away, 3 away, or 6-2 to 9, which is 7 away, 3 away. So similar scores like that, you will be happy to play down with the 5-2. and bigger deficits, of course. Next up, we look at the 5-4, which is very similar to the 5-2. With a 5 you will play down, and with a 4 you will split the back checkers. This is your money game move, this is your normal score move. And as we said, with the 5-2, sometimes with the 5-4 it is correct to play it down. However, you need a bigger deficit with the 5-4 to play it down than with the 5-2. This is because this checker here is in bigger danger to be hit compared to this checker here. And also the split with the 4 is more efficient than the split with the 2. So while splitting is the best move with the 5-4, you might play down when you are down in the match by a significant margin, which is maybe comparable to the 5-1 deficit. So to the 5-1 opening move when you slot it. So if you're down by 4 or 5 points in a short match, basically, that's when you like to play down with the 5-4. Going on to the last 3 rows, in those 3 you have very comparable options, and very often it is the score that is decisive. Let's start with the 6-4. You have the first option to make the 2-point, the second option to run all the way with the back checker, and the third option to split with the 4 or with the 6 and play down with the 4. So this move, split and down, is the best move in unlimited games and in a normal score. However, the normal score is a very tiny margin here, because this is talking about any score that is without a big difference, like no more than 1 point difference, and is in general in the start of the match, kind of. If we go all the way back, this move wins more gammons while losing more gammons, which means that when you are down in the score, you are happy to make the 2-point. That way you will increase the volatility and you will win more gammons, which will maybe help you catch up in the match. So if you're down by only just 2 points, it's enough to make the 2-point correct. Now, what if you are up 2 points? Then you don't want to increase your gammons, you don't care so much about them, but you certainly want to decrease your opponent's gammons, which means that it becomes best to run with the back checker. This will likely end up in a race. Maybe they miss you with a 2, and then you roll another racing number, and then you just race. So this move decreases volatility and clearly is the best when you are leading in the score. Only just 2 points, as with the 6-4 point, is enough to make this move best when you are up in the match. If the score is 1 away, so just playing for 1 point, then it is also clearly best to run all the way with the back checker. Again, you don't care about gammons, so you just play the move that wins most games. So with the 6-4, this move is the best, and as in general, a DMP double match point when both you and your opponent need 1 point, in general, the running plays are a good idea because they win more. In the end, the winner is the one who bears off faster. Next up, we see the 4-3. So you have some very valid moves again. You have up to 4 valid moves. This is a valid move. While it is not correct at any score, it is still close. Splitting with the 3 and bringing down with the 4 is again a valid move. Splitting with the 4 and bringing down with the 3 is again a valid move, although it is also not correct at any score, as far as I know. I'm not sure on that. And bringing 2 checkers down is another valid move. So this move, bringing 2 checkers down, is your best move in unlimited games and at normal scores. However, it takes for just a little bit of a lead in the match score. So again, just 2 points leading is enough to bring down with the 4 and split with the 3 to make this move correct. So if you are up in the score, you are happy to split with the 3 there. This is again for the same reasons. This move, while it wins less gammons, it also loses less gammons, and you are very happy to decrease volatility when you are leading in the score. So if you are up by a few points, just play down with the 4 and split with the 3. So while this is another option to split, it's not so efficient because it duplicates your own numbers, like the 3-1 that makes the 5 points. Now here also makes the the 7 point. The 5-3 that makes the 3 point will also make the 5 point, so it doesn't gain so much. While that way, you gain a 2-1 that will make the bar point, a 4-1, a 4-3 that will make the 5 point. So that's why this split is better than the other split. The last row we're going to talk about is 3-2. We didn't mention it yet, so let's talk about it a bit. So your main move is split with the 3 and bring down with 2. However, if you are down in the match by just a few points, maybe even 0-2 to 7, which is 7 way, 5 way, it might make playing down correct. So 2 checkers down is a very valid move, and when you are down in the match, if you are down by a lot, certainly play 3-2 down. So that's why with the 3-2 I've put it in the unclear categories, because it is a little bit, it just takes a little bit to make the other move correct. And also you will sometimes see this move played over the board, which is not as not so bad as the 4-3, but you will see this played sometimes too. And you also have the other split with the 3-2, but this is not efficient. As we said, this checker here duplicates the numbers, and also the split here is not nearly as efficient as the split here. So this is why 3-2, split and down, your main move, and 2 checkers down, your alternate move. That was it for today's video, and I'm hoping you enjoyed it, because this is the start of, as I said, a new series, which I will post an educational video every Wednesday. So stay tuned for the next ones. Make sure to write down a topic you would like to see a video about. I'm the Kalinator, and I'll see you next time.